Super Charlie Austin and me, Jason Cundy, 03717 22 Let's kick off. Let's talk Manchester United. You saw the game last night?
Yes.
My God. I mean, Manchester United right now, it's just about stumbling through, getting the result, and trying to move on to the next game. And last night ticked all of those boxes. They were set. I thought Villa were unlucky. We're talking about the VAR.
Yeah.
I thought the goal should have been disallowed, actually, personally.
Okay.
But Man United right now, our producer put them in the bottom three of sides to watch, how dull they are. I think that's slightly... Is it harsh? Burnley and Everton below them. Even Norwich are above them. What do you make of that? Can I have your table, by the way, please, Joe? Can you bring it in?
They're not great to watch, and I think all right, they won last night, but the performance is what everybody wanted to see, and it's just not there. How I looked at it as well last night, Ronaldo wasn't in the squad, yeah? Wasn't in the team.
He wasn't in the team.
Correct. Over the last couple of weeks and months, all we keep hearing is Ronaldo's the issue. Ronaldo, everyone's trying to play for Ronaldo.
Does everyone say that?
Yeah,
does everyone say it, or is...
No, if you look
everyone
at it,
does.
No, but if you're looking at it, people are going, Ronaldo's not performing. Look what he's doing to the other players. Or the wide men are just looking for him all the time. He doesn't play last night. They perform exactly the same. Let's be honest, they've performed like that for the last 6, 7, 8 games. Even longer. Do you know what I mean? Even longer. They've been poor. And they're just using him as the main person to be... I know he's the talisman when it goes great, but when it's not, it also sword falls onto him. But looking at them, they have no identity. Well, I know it's a big statement, but I see it. Man United, they don't have the fear factor. They don't have anything. They really don't.
They don't. And look, a change had to happen. I felt that. I mean, it depends how far back you want to go talking about Manchester United. But if you want to go back, and this is something this is ground that's been trodden on before. But when Sir Alex left with David Gill, I felt that transition between David Gill and Ed Woodward was probably the biggest mistake, as opposed to Sir Alex to David Moyes. I felt that the club had that transition. There was no joined-up thinking. I don't think that, from what we know, David Gill and Ed Woodward, there was no pass-over. It was literally a handbrake turn, and the club, after the most successful period in English football history under United, or certainly Liverpool fans might argue, but you understand what I'm saying, since that day that David Gill left, I think has been the problem. And Ed Woodward has just recently departed, or will be. So I wonder whether... United fans should perhaps be a little bit more optimistic.
I get how far you want to go back, of course. And you can go back to Ollie, Jose, Van Gaal, David Moyes, and then to Fergie, obviously. But you just look at it, and since the departure of Sir Alex, they haven't been great. They haven't, let's be honest. Even under Jose, it was like a bit of breath of fresh air for a couple of months or whatever. Then all of a sudden, boring football. Yeah. This is no good. This is nothing.
Charlie, honestly,
do you know what I mean?
Pulling teeth, mate.
So I don't understand where they really go from here.
No.
I honestly don't.
Well, listen, United fans, anyone that was there, 03717 22 it is a really tough time now to go to Old Trafford and watch those games and sit through those 90 minutes. Give us your thoughts, 03717 22 As I said, you are listening to Drive Time here on talkSPORT. Me, Jason Cundy, him, Super Charlie Austin. Manchester United last night got lucky, as last night they knocked out Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa in the FA Cup. Speaking after the game, the Villa boss, Steven Gerrard, spoke about his disappointment in being knocked out and that VAR decision.
It's quite a strange feeling to come here at Old Trafford and create what we created and not get it, not get a goal. I thought that's the least we deserved. I thought our performance was strong and dominating in large periods of the game. But the reality is we go away disappointed, and it was nearly the right performance. It was nearly good enough. So for me and the players moving forward, we have to turn nearly into good enough, and there's a gap there. So that's what we've got to do.
What did you think of the disallowed goal? The first one that seemed to take an age to rule out by VAR.
Look, I've been told two or three different things. My understanding is that JJ might have come from an offside position. It might have been because of the block. The disappointing thing for me is, we're in a good place, we're in a good rhythm, we're dominating the game, and it takes 3.5 minutes to make a decision. That's the disappointing thing. But look,
they also seem to be looking at different pictures to that when we were seeing the VAR output.
Yeah, look, we can debate and talk about that for as long as you want. The referees and VAR have made the decision. It's gone against us tonight, but the reality is we've done enough tonight to score maybe 2 or 3 goals, in my opinion. I thought the performance was good enough to at least take Manchester United to extra time. So there's a lot of positives, a lot to be pleased about. The reality is it was just nearly enough. Nearly's not good enough for Aston Villa. It's not good enough for me. So me and Aston Villa need to close that gap together, because when we do, we'll be a good team.
Steven Gerrard, the Aston Villa boss. I like Steven Gerrard actually. Always loved him as a player, but as a boss, he's very candid. Speaks very well. He obviously his years in speaking in front of the cameras and the press. He knows how to handle the media. But I like the way he is. I like what I'm seeing so far.
I think it's hard not to. And you've listened to him speak. How refreshing is it when he's talking? As an Aston Villa fan, you must be thinking our club's in safe hands as such.
Like that, don't you?
You really do. And He's looking already, look, we need to bridge the gap to Man United. He knows there is one, but after that performance yesterday, he must think we're going to be close. We've got a hell of a chance. And I just like the way he's recruiting. Look at the players he's bringing in. He is really having a go. He's backed by Aston Villa, of course, but he's some Paul.
Definitely, and of course bringing in Coutinho. I mean, what a signing. Digne, look, I like Matt Targett. Digne defensively. Going forward, he's an excellent player, but defensively, I'm not totally convinced of Dwayne.
But most of the clubs that are trying to go forward have competition for places, don't they?
You need it.
And it's a big signing. You think Aston Villa taking a starter from Everton, albeit before he had the fallout of Benitez, he was playing week in, week out for Everton, wasn't he? So look, I think it's refreshing for Aston Villa to look at it and go, right, Steven Gerrard's going to try and take us forward.
What about the VAR decision? I can see why it's been disallowed. Here we go. Go on in.
A morning suit can be avoided if you take a route.
It's just Charlie Austin. Stay, Charlie. Come back, Charlie. He's come back. He's back. He's not having it. He's not having it. What was
the decisions? But no, what? Just before that, why is it even in the FA Cup? If it's not in every ground, then why is it? Don't have it. It can't be 1 for 1 and not for the others. Yes or no? Don't need the music.
Don't need the music. Okay.
You don't need it.
No, don't need
but
it.
It's true though.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm 100. Either you have it or you don't.
Yeah.
And when you get to the latter stages, if every team has it in the quarterfinals, I don't have a problem because it's a level playing field at the same point of the competition. No one can argue one way or the other. And I heard Alan Shearer talking about Hull. Now I don't remember that incident, but he was very adamant about it. And I don't doubt for 1 second that other teams, lower league teams, can make a case to say VAR was there, we might have done that, and that you stop that conversation. That doesn't take place.
You don't need it in the competition, like you say, until the late. Even if you say, right, the only time I'm going to have it is the semi-finals when it's at Wembley and the final, and that's it.
I totally agree. Okay, let's talk about the VAR.
All right,
he's not doing it.
Nice.
Okay, so for me,
go on.
I think Ramsey knows exactly what he's doing with Cavani. He's blocked so for set pieces. So for those that don't know, when you do set pieces, and then you do have a blocker. So if there's 2 people at the far post, for example, like there was, you have one that blocks the marker, which was Cavani.
Yep.
I think Konsa was the one that he was marking.
Yep.
It's poor from Cavani, marking-wise. He's nowhere near him. Mm-hmm. But Ramsey blocks him, so he stands in his way. But if you look at Ramsey's body shape and what he's doing, he is deliberately positioning himself so Cavani can't get round him, therefore allowing Konsa some space.
And the reason what happens is why it's so everybody can see, obviously, is because Cavani's marking's not the best. He's expecting it to be close with Konsa so he can be clever. But you need to remember, the goal was chalked off for offside, not for the foul. Ref doesn't give it for a foul, even when he checks VAR. Doesn't even give it for a foul. It's for the offside.
But it's for Ramsey in the offside position.
Yeah, but isn't it for when it goes across? He's not for me. I don't think he's interfering. I don't.
But then if he makes the foul,
but he's trying to go away from the ball. No, but he's going away from the.
But then didn't he go over to the monitor? Therefore, to see it. Therefore, it can't have been offside.
But is he just not going to give a foul? If he thinks it's a foul.
Is it a foul? Do you think it's a foul?
I think it's a foul.
I think it's a foul.
I think it's a foul.
Right. So
I do think the reason why I think it's a foul is because of his Cavani's bad marking. No,
yeah, but Cavani's bad marking has got him out of jail.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
And me.
You and me both. Let's go to a break. 03717 223344. More than welcome to get involved. We'll talk Marcus Rashford in a second. This is Driving on talkSPORT with We Buy Any Car. Sell your car in under an hour, leaving you with more time to enjoy the VAR. I mean football.